and share my screen. The first thing we're going to do is do a little review on science. Since we don't have an actual Zoom live lesson for science, it makes it hard for us to talk about it during the day. So we did some asynchronous learning for our science. Finn, can I have your whole body? Thank you. And I wanted to go over the questions to make sure to clear up any misunderstandings. One of the questions was, what is friction? And I've been thinking about friction a lot with the snow and the roads being slippery and really wanting some friction so that when I go to get out of my driveway, I don't end up in my neighbor's yard. Evie, can you put that down and give me whole body listening? Thanks, sweetie. So friction is not a push or pull. It is a force that slows things down or makes them stop. So friction is a good thing. We need it, Finn, because if not, I'm going to end up in my neighbor's yard or in their garage, right? I don't want that. I need something to slow me down. So they put the gravel on the floor, the salt, the ice melt, whatever it is, that helps me from sliding. Some of you said friction is a push or pull. That is not what friction is. It is not to make the land, the air, or the water dirty. That's pollution. The outside of something is not friction. The next question was, what is a force? A force is something that you either pull or push. You're pushing or pulling. That's force. Some of you said that it's something that slows things down or makes them stop. We already know that's friction. And then pollution is to make the land, the air, water dirty, and it's not the outside of something. So the third question was, lubrication can reduce friction. So if you do have friction that you don't want, lubrication will help. Lubrication is when, like, I think about a slide, going down a slide. If a slide is, you're trying to go down a slide and you're sticking to it, and you're maybe have shorts on and your skin is sticking to it, but then if you were to put on pants, and then it would be, you'd go down a little better, right? Or what if you waxed it? Or you put some grease on it? You could fly down that slide because that would be a lubricant. A lubricant helps things move. So that should have been true. And then, is there friction in water and air as there is on land? Yes, you can find it all around. The other science lesson was just last Thursday on pulleys and simple machines. I think some of you might have done the form without reading the book or watching the video, Sawyer. So I just want to go over some clarifying answers here. Which type of pulley stays attached in one place? The key word is stays. If something stays, it is what? Fixed. It is fixed. It's not going to be movable if it is staying, right? Compound means more than one, two put together, so it's not compound. Which type of pulley is attached to a load? Does anyone remember? A load that you need to take from one place to the other. What is it called? Movable pulley. You should have gotten movable. It was right in the video and in the book. All right, a wheel that has a rope looped around it and the rope fits in a groove that runs around the edge is called that's a pulley, right? I use my pulley to put my hummingbird feeder on. My husband put a pulley up because it's too high for me to reach, and I can move that rope so that my hummingbird feeder goes up. It's called a pulley. Gravity is the force that pulls everything toward Earth. Yes, I think everybody got that one. True. Gravity is a force. It pulls us. That's why you're not floating right now.
That's why we're not.
If you were floating right now, we'd probably be in space, right? We wouldn't be here on Earth. A machine that has keyword, few moving parts is a simple machine. If it has many moving parts, that makes it more complicated. All right, I just wanted to go over that so that we were clear on some of the vocabulary from our science. Okay, today our learning target is to participate in the review, and we are going to take, it's actually test 3-point test unit 3. You'll see that in your Think Central. So we need to know if we did a good job with telling time, reading graphs, and liquid measurement and mass and so forth. So we're going to know what we still need to work on. You'll be able to participate, read the problems carefully. You can use clocks, number lines, reflect. How does your answer make sense? So here we go. Before we do that, I love doing these problems so we don't forget the skills we're leaving behind. You can draw a picture if that helps. How many of you drew a picture when you were doing your math test? How many of you did that? Awesome. Give yourself a pat on the back from me. 4 times 7. 4 times 7. Josh Carter, how would I solve that problem? 4 times 7. I want you to write this in your math spiral. People at home, write it in your math spiral. So Henry, get your pencil. You're going to need your math workbook today too, volume 1. Go ahead, Josh. How are we going to solve this? 4 times 7.
What I do is 4 times 7 is first I do 4 times 5, which 4 times 5 is 20. And then I just add 4, which comes 24. And then I add 1 more 4, which comes 28.
So we know 4 times 7 is 28. Did anyone solve that differently? How do we do it? What happened to my Zoom people? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, there we go. Hi, guys. I was a little worried I lost you. Did anyone solve it differently? Madison, how did you solve it? So 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. You're still getting 28. All right, 3 times 9, Elena. How will I figure out what 3 groups of 9 equals? Elena Bob. So, guys, you are writing these in your book. Where's your math spiral? Make sure you're writing the answers. You have these problems written. How can I figure out 3 groups of 9 in an easy way? Put down your third finger. And what's the total? 27. Good job. Okay, now I'm looking at division. How many 7s are in 35? Or 7 times what equals 35? Cooper, what do you think? I could count by 7s. That's hard, but I can do it. 7. What comes after 7? 14. Comes after 14? 21. 28. 35. There we go. How many 7s are in 35? 5. Did anyone do it differently? Anyone? Mervyn? If you knew 7 times 5 is 35, many of you do because you've already passed your 5s. You can use the inverse operation to help you. All right, Robert, 24 divided by 6. How many 6s are in 24?
4.
How do you know?
Because I remembered what 4 times 6 was, and then I realized that that was the answer.
So you use multiplication as well.
Yeah.
All right, let's look at 428 plus 244. August, walk me through this.
Okay. So
8 plus 4 is 12.
and then 1, and then 3 plus 4 is 7. So
You are writing this, honey. This is what you are doing right now. Every problem you are doing. You're not sitting here daydreaming. Everybody's doing this. Okay, what's 4 plus 2? 6. So you were to write this problem, honey, and solve it. This is our review, honey. Did you write it down? Can I see it?
I was writing the other one on a different page, and then I realized based on that page.
Okay. Nice. All right, 952 plus 349. Jensen, can you walk me through this? Jensen Cook, can you unmute? Is he not here?
Do 2 plus 9 equals 11, and then carry the 1 to the 5. And then 6 plus 4 equals 10. Put a 0 there, and then carry the 1. 10 plus 3 equals 13. So 1,301.
Excellent. Abby, 842 minus 365. What do I do?
So 2 minus 5 is 3.
I have 2 pieces of candy. Can I give you 5? If the number on top is smaller than the number below, what do you have to do?
You gotta cross out the other number and then put the one that's good, and then 3.
Now we have 12 here. Can I do 12 minus 5?
Yeah.
What would that equal? Could you start at 5, Abby, and count up to 12 and see what you get? You could do that, or what you do either way. So 11, 10, stop. Very good. Can I do 3 minus 6?
No.
So, doing the same thing, right, Abby?
Yeah.
13 minus 6.
13 minus 6 is
Yeah? And can you do 7 minus 3?
yes.
What is that?
4.
All right.
4 minus 7 is 7.
Very good. Be careful, Abby. If the number on top is lower than the number on the bottom, you cannot do the subtraction. Don't subtract backwards. All right, Astria, 900 minus 745. What do I do?
So first you box up the 90 and you make that 89. And then you make the 0 10 and 10 minus 5 would be 5. And then 9 minus 4 would be 5. And then 8 minus 7 would be 1.
All right, you all have this written. Thank you. Nice job, Ashia. Okay, now comes the tricky one. If Lila leaves for the park at 9:15 a.m. and arrives there at 9:45 a.m., how long did it take her to get there? 9:15. And I'm going to show you. I'm going to stop sharing my screen for a minute. Here's 9:15, right? She leaves at 9:15. She goes all the way to 10 o'clock. And then I'm going backwards. 9:15, sorry. Going backwards because I see it backwards in the camera. Goes all the way to 9:45. It's almost 10 o'clock. How long does that take her? From here, kids at home, 9:15 to 9:45. Think about what you know about how a clock is set up. Right? I'm going halfway. Halfway. Max? 30 what? 30 minutes is correct. It took her 30 minutes to get there. How do you know that? Yeah, and what is half of 60? 30. Half of 60 is 30, so it'd be 30 minutes. All right, which is the better estimate for this cantaloupe? 2 kilograms or 2 grams? Stand up if you think 2 kilograms. Stand up if you think 2 grams. All right, so remember our benchmark. A gram is paper clip. That's our benchmark for a gram. This bottle of club soda is about 1 kilogram. So thinking about that. Sorry. Oh, you're great. Thank you. Well, I don't seem to be able to chat, and I'm not sure why. Sorry. All right, let me see if I can enable it. So guys, just to show you, here's a gram, here's the kilogram. You should have stood up for 2 kilograms would be a better estimate. Maybe even 1 for a cantaloupe. For a cantaloupe. All right, nice job, guys. That's all the stuff we've been talking about this year. A lot of it, not all. Now we'll go ahead and move on to our learning target, which is our review. So here's what we're going to do. We are going to do something a little different today. We're going to use teamwork to help us review. So each team will work on 1 page of our Unit 3 review in the math workbook. When we're finished, each team will explain the answers to the rest of the teams while they fill out the answers in their books. So there are 4 pages in our math workbook. This is still volume 1. And they all have to do with Unit 3 concepts. So Elena, Gabe, Madison, Robert, Cerne, Sawyer, Paxton, and Lucas, you guys are going to complete only 1 page, 209. They're the only kids that are going to complete that page. You only have to do 1 page because then they're going to share their answers with the rest of us. Okay. So they're going to be called Team Page 209. Now, Team Page 210 is going to be Josh Carter, Cooper, Lyric, Marin, Sunny, Charlie, Henrik, and Max Fox. You are Team Page 210. You guys are going to work on that page. You may help each other, talk about it, discuss what you think, compare your answers and your thoughts. Team page 211. That's my remote learners. You guys are all gonna unmute and talk to one another, share your thinking, share your answers, see what your thoughts are, and fill in page 211. You'll be sharing your answers with us. And then team page 212 is the group down here, Mrs. Harrison's homeroom. Any questions before I let you start? Okay, go ahead. I'm gonna turn this off so you guys can get started. And I'll stop sharing so the most kiddos can, you guys can unmute and talk and work on your page. Make sure you share your thinking. So nobody's unmuted. Make sure you unmute. Duncan unmute, Reese unmute, Gavin unmute, Haley, Katie, Leo, Ashley, Gavin, Henry. What you doing, bud? Get your math workbook. Unmute. You're working with your group to do page 200. What do you
Robin. We don't work independently.
Hey, so who's gonna share the first one? Do you have an extra? He doesn't have his workbook. You don't have our workbook. Do we want to go make copies? I think that, Derek isn't sure what page I can memorize them. I can go grab one of mine. Hold on. My group's 212, right? Yeah. Okay, so where can you tell us? Hey guys, you're supposed to be talking to each other. Lyric, ask your teammates.
Wow.
What's the first problem on your page? 211. They're working on page 212.
The first problem on our page is how many more tickets were sold for the roller coaster than bumper cars.
Guys, I need you to stop banging on the wall. Thank you. Okay, so looking at your graph, what do you think the answer is?
5.
I'm guessing that would be 25.
Guys, if you forgot what page you're on, it's right up here. Here's your page. You guys are looking at a bar graph, right? What did you get, Gavin, for the first question?
15.
Anyone else get 15? Leah, what'd you get?
15.
So everyone
I got 25.
What'd you?
Reese, do you agree? Haley, do you agree? Henry, do you agree? Okay, the next question is how many tickets sold all together?
gonna be a challenge. 80 plus 20 and plus 40 is 120 plus 65,
What do you think now?
185. I think the answer is 185 on question 2.
I agree.
Everybody agree with me? About
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. No. Why not? Because the roller coaster has 80 plus the Ferris wheel that has 40. That would equal 120 plus bumper cars to have 65, which would mean it would go up. Then that would be 65 plus 20. What does that equal? Well, 20 plus 6 plus 60 equals 80. So just add the 5 on the 80 and then it's 185 tickets. Now, okay. Number 3.
I got 190.
Huh?
I got 190.
But there would have to be another. There would have to be. It would have to be either. There would have to be another 5. So how would it make it be 190? It would have to be 185. Now do you understand?
195. Not 190.
Well then the 60. Well, the 60 plus 10 would equal 70, plus another 10 would equal 80, which would mean it's 185. That's the answer. Because 40 and 80 equal 120, which 65 plus 120 would equal 185. Okay? Let's just move on to the third.
I broke the 60 up.
Let's just move on to the third, okay?
Are you guys almost done?
Mm-mm. I think the answer is 75 of number 3. Does everybody agree?
This is time, not numbers. And I think it's 7:40.
No, it's asking. I think it's 7:45. No, it's asking how long did he spend doing homework, not when he ended doing
He
homework.
said
How
7:45.
long he spent. So
I did.
Whoever that is, you were right.
an hour 15 minutes.
Number 16 is 7:45.
Where do you find
5 on the smalley?
1 hour, 15 minutes is the answer.
I used the timeline and I got 7:45.
That's right.
Correct to do. But it's how long did he spend? Number 4, our last one. Seven, 5. 8:05 is the fourth, I think.
I think it's 8 o'clock.
Well, the 6 has a 45. There's a 5 at the end of the 6, out at the end of the 40. So that was plus 20.
Wait a minute, I agree with you. I counted it wrong. I missed the 15 and
Yeah.
okay, so that's right. 8:05.
Yeah.
Are you guys about done?
Yeah, we're done.
Yeah, we're done.
Okay.
Wait, was it on the very bottom one that
I'm
was
not.
85?
Yeah.
Okay.
Coming back. If you're not finished, don't panic. We're gonna go ahead and start. So here's what I want to make sure everybody knows. I'll wait for you to get back to your seat. And a hush fell over the crowd. Hush. Okay, back to whole body listening. Page 209. Everybody turn to page 209. Everybody's on 209. Oh, you guys don't have it? Okay. So you guys just watch then. So Elena, Gabe, Madison, Robert, Surnay, Sawyer, Paxton, and Lucas. You guys are gonna be our team. So make a little room for them. Make a line up here so you guys can help us. Come on up. All right. The first one is you can use a blank to show data on a number line. They had to choose the box elapsed time, liquid volume, mass, bar graph, and line plot. So out of all of you, what, Sawyer? What was the vocabulary word that fits the first one? You can use a blank to show data on a number line. What did you all get? All of you agree, line plot? Okay, so they, and you guys are filling this in. Line plot. You can use a line plot to show data on a number line. So if you did not write that in, page 209. All right, the amount of water in a bottle can be measured with a unit of, what did you guys say? Liquid. Go ahead and write that in. So we already did liquid volume, we did line plot. Number 3, the time that passes between the beginning and the end of an activity is elapsed time. So we didn't use all of them, but we used 3 of them. All right, then number 4. what time is it? Think about that. If the hour hand, and I'm gonna show my kids at home too. If the hour hand is halfway between the 3 and 4, what time does it have to be? If the hour hand is halfway, it can't be here, can it? That would be 3 o'clock. But if it's halfway between the 3 and the 4, what time is it? What time is that? $10. What time is that clock saying?
$3:30.
Yes, it has to be what, everybody? What time is it, Ruth? 3:30. Because if it's halfway between the 3 and the 4, right? The minute's hand is on the 6. And that is halfway, that's half of the clock, right? Half of the clock. All right, when would you use kilograms to measure something? What did you guys say? All right, when would we use kilograms to measure something? Yes. If it's a heavy item, right? When you measure something heavy. All right. And estimate the length of the marker in inches. Then measure to the nearest quarter inch. What did you guys get? Did anyone measure it? So you would need a ruler for that. Okay. It's 4 and okay. So when they measured it, it was 4.5, and I'll show you. Can I use your screen? Can I use your book? Thank you. Under my screen. All right, kiddos, so watch what happens when we are measuring the length of something with an inch ruler. Always line up the end of that object to the end of the ruler, or if your ruler has a 0 mark, you would line it up to the 0 mark. This one just has a line there. So here I'm gonna line it up. Is it exactly 4 inches, Bird? Is that 4 inches? No, is it 5 inches?
No. It's 4.5.
It's 4.5. Why?
Because it's not at the 4 and it's not at the 5. It's in the middle.
It's in the middle. Good explanation. Halfway between. So you should have gotten 4.5. All right, give them a hand. Good job, guys. Thank you. All right, page 210. So you should 4.5 looks like this. 4.5. Okay, next team. What time is it? Okay, so everybody's on page 210, and Josh's group here says it is 7 what? 7:13. We could say 13 minutes after 7. All right, what about number 8? Dean, what did you get, Matt? 9:32. 32 minutes after 9. That would be 28 minutes before 10. And this would be 47 minutes before 8. You would have to do the subtraction, right? All right, circle the better estimate. Is this going to be 2 gallons or 2 cups today? They say 2 gallons. Circle it in your book. You're on page 210. What about this one? 3 milliliters or 3 liters? 2 kilograms or 2 grams? You guys are so smart. All right, we're using the table for numbers 12 and 13. It says t-shirt sale, size, small, medium, large, number sold, 40 small, 70 medium, 50 large. So they had to use the data in the table to complete the pictograph. So what did you use for your picture? But it's a pictograph. What was your picture? Say pictograph. Did you do a circle or a square? It's not a telegraph, it's a pictograph. Let's use rectangles. So 1 square rectangle equals how many? 10, okay. So how many for small would we have? 10, 20, 30, 40. What about for medium? Thin, how many for medium? If they're each worth 10 and there's 70. How many would I draw? How many squares would I draw for medium for my pictograph if there's 70? 7. And then for large microphone answer, how many, you guys? 5. All right. We don't have time to complete a paragraph. Give them a big hand. Good job, guys. All right, next group. Hey, 211. All right, remote learners. We are looking at the bar graph. It says amusement park ride. How many more tickets were sold for the roller coaster than bumper cars? Katie Waldron. This is your group presenting. What did you get? So guys, I can't hear in here. That means she can't hear, we can't hear her. So let's get whole body listening. So she disappeared. I need somebody from remote to share your first answer. I know you guys got all these. Ben, would you share?
15.
Can you say it again? We didn't hear you.
I said 15.
15. We're looking at how many more. We're looking at how many more tickets were sold for the roller coaster than bumper cars. What did you get for the roller coaster, Ben?
We got for number 15.
Well, if you know you're doing how many more tells you to subtract. And you know that there's 80 for the roller coaster and 65 for bumper cars. You just have to subtract, right, to get your 15 tickets. All right, how many were sold all together? You had that 80 plus 40 plus your 65. somebody in the remote group unmute and tell us what you got? Haley Calendar, what did you guys get for number 15? Can you unmute, Haley? Haley K? I see you, I just don't know why you're not unmuted. I know you guys got the answer, because I worked with you. All right, Justin, will you unmute? They can put it in the chat. All right. You would add up all your totals. 0 plus 0 plus 5 would be 5. Now here comes the tricky one. 8 plus 4 plus 6. Does anyone see a combination that would make that easier? Paxton. But what combination can you already do that makes 10? Yeah, we can do 6 plus 4, and then 10 plus 8. You should have gotten 185. And what are we talking about? Pick it. All righty. Remote, can you? I think Haley Calendar got the next one. This one was amazing. She did such a good job. Haley, do you want to share? Kyle started his homework at 6:30 p.m. He spent 35 minutes on math and 40 minutes on science. What time did he finish? So we started at 6:30. We have 5-minute intervals. So if I have to go 35 minutes, count with me. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Now I have to go 40. Count with me. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. I'm done. What time is it? Who can raise their hand and tell me? I would love my remote learners to share. Astria, can you share?
$7:45.
Excellent. And how long did he spend doing homework? Can you share that? From 6:30 to 7:45. How long would that be? Oh, she must be having technical difficulties. That makes sense. All right, let's help out the remoters. 6:30 to 7:30 would be 1 hour, right? How much time or how many minutes would be from 7:30 to 7:45? 35, 40, 7:30 to 7:45. That's 15 minutes left, right? 15 minutes. All right. If at 6:45 Rico went to basketball practice, if his practice lasted 1 hour and 20 minutes, what time did he finish practice? Can somebody remote share? Gavin, how about you, buddy? Unmute and share with us. Gavin Sanders.
I think the answer is 8:45.
You're close, not quite. If you're starting at 6:45, what was, Gavin, what's 1 hour after 6:45? 1 hour. Here's 6:45, everybody. 1 hour is gonna make, just change 6 to 1 more. 7:45. Okay, now at 7:45, let's go 20 more minutes. 5, 10, 15 minutes gets us at 8 o'clock. 5 more minutes would get us at what time? 8:05. 8:05. 8:05. All right, next and last but not least, Mrs. Harrison's homeroom. You guys are next, page 212. Come on down. All right, Ariel picked some peaches. A peach has a mass of about 150 grams. Boys, this is not time for recess or rain break. We are doing math. I need whole body listening. All right, you guys too. A peach has a mass of about 150 grams. If the peaches she picked, Ariel picked some peaches. A peach has a mass of about 150 grams. If the peaches she picked had a total mass of 600 grams, how many peaches did she pick? What did you guys get?
60.
So 60 times 150, would that equal 600?
No.
So we have to add 150 to itself until we get 600.
We got 4 pieces and a half.
Well, let's try 4 peaches, see if that works. So if each one has a mass of 150, here's 2 peaches. What's 150 plus 150?
250.
300. Let's check. 0 plus 0 is 0. 5 plus 5 is 10. 300 would be 2 peaches. So now do you want to change your answer? How many peaches do we need to get 600?
4 pieces.
What do you think, Haley Booger? If 2 peaches equals 300 grams, how many peaches would equal 600? 4. 4 peaches, because 300 plus 300 equals 600. Right? All right, who needs 100 milliliters of juice to make a batch of a juice drink? How many milliliters does she need to make 5 batches? What do you think, Ellie?
500 milliliters.
500 milliliters, so 5 times 100 equals 500. Okay, we had a high school student measure the length of 3rd graders' feet for a science project. The results are in the frequency table below. They had to use the frequency table to complete the line plot. So how many dots did you get for 4? 1. How many did you get for 4.5? 0. Actually, I'm going to put somebody's up here because it won't let me write on there. Do you want to come over? We'll show you what it should look like. So this is Lila's workbook. You can see her line plot. She used this data on the frequency table to share with you. You should have had 1 dot for 4 inches, nothing for 4 1/4. How many for 4 1/2, Lila?
3.
How many for 4 3/4?
5.
How many for 5?
4.
How many for 5 1/4?
2.
How many for 5 1/2?
1.
5 3/4?
1.
And 6.
1.
So what was the most common? What was the typical length of a 3rd grader's foot?
So it would be 4 3/4 because it has the most votes. The others have 4 or under.
So the one that had the most is the most typical, most common, and so forth. Did you have a question, Serne? We just can't see, unfortunately. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's hard here. So we're just putting the dots. It should be what you see there. You don't have to fill it in. All right, guys, thank you. So give them a hand. Everybody, give yourselves a hand. You did a good job. You guys can have a seat.
I can't give myself a hand. I only have two.
And Surnay, I'm trying to show you that a little bit more. Don't worry if you don't get it exact. Yep, you can take it. All right, so here's what I wanted to show you. We are going to take our test today, and I call it a test because it is not a typical quiz. It is more than 5 questions. So we wanted, Mrs. Harrison and I wanted to see, since we were remote and you were gone and there's so much in this unit, how does that look? Like, how did we do? And what do we still need to hit? So I want to show you what it looks like real quick, the test, and just make sure you understand. So you will see, hold on. When you go to, because I logged in as her. When you go to your Think Central, you will see that it says Unit 3 test. And I'm going to just show you what it looks like. So you will have more than 5. You will have questions to answer. You'll have a little bit of time, a little bit of problem solving with liquid volume. You'll have a little bit of a lapse time. You will have one where you can drop and drag. You see how you can do that, which is kind of a fun one. You'll have a bar graph. You'll have measuring to the nearest inch. You'll have estimates. So a lot of these are going to be review. This one is all true or false questions about the line plot. And then this one, you actually have to choose the pictograph. You have to do 2 of them. So when it's asking you to use the data in the table to select the correct pictograph and bar graph, you have to look at this information, pick which one is the right pictograph to match the data. And then you have to pick one of the bar graphs that is correct to match the data up here. And then it looks like you have another one with the lapse and no more than 13. Okay, and if you don't finish today, we can give you time in the morning. All right, any questions? Okay, give me a thumbs up. How you feeling? Thumbs in the middle. We'll see how you do. Good luck, soldiers. All right, if you are remote, I want to see when I get on securely that you are going right to Think Central to your account. All right, thumbs up. All right, we'll see you, Mignon. I can't wait to see how you do on your test. Good luck.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.